understand that you have taken birth from my womb. This fear is out of Vatsalya Bhava, as motherly affection, transcendental motherly affection. That is not this Mahamaya fear, this is Jogamaya. Like Jashoda is also afraid for Krishna. And that is increasing the rasa. That is transcendental fear. It is not same as this fear. Oh my Lord, you are the all-pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead, and your transcendental four-armed form, holding conch shell, disc, club, and lotus, is unnatural for this world. Please withdraw this form and become just like a natural human child, so that I may try to hide you somewhere. At the time of devastation, the entire cosmos, containing all created moving and non-moving entities, enters your transcendental body and is held there without difficulty. But now this transcendental form has taken birth from my womb. People will not be able to believe this, and I shall become an object of ridicule. Oh, the Supreme Personality of Godhead replied, my dear mother, best of the chaste, in your previous birth, in the Swayambhuva millennium, you were known as Prishni, and Vasudev, who was the most pious Prajapati, was named Sutapa. When both of you were ordered by Lord Brahma to create progeny, you first underwent severe austerities by controlling your senses. My dear father and mother, you endured rain, wind, strong sun, scorching heat, and severe cold, suffering all sorts of inconvenience according to different seasons. By practicing pranayama to control the air within the body through yoga, and by eating only air and dry leaves fallen from the trees, you cleansed from your minds all dirty things. In this way, desiring a benediction from me, you worship me with peaceful minds. In Kali Yuga, we cannot do such type of austerities. They are bona fide, but we are unable to. In Kali Yuga, we have to do austerities. We have to chant Harinam and take Krishna's prasad and follow those fastings which are prescribed for Kali Yuga and as they are prescribed for Kali Yuga. That will purify us of all other desires. This type of tapasya, meant and appropriate for Kali Yuga. Thus you spend 12,000 celestial years performing difficult activities of tapasya in consciousness of me. Our tapasya is this: chanting, prasad, and this. O sinless Mother Devaki, after the expiry of 12,000 celestial years, in which you constantly contemplated me within the core of your heart with great faith, devotion, and austerity, I was very much satisfied with you. Since I am the best of all bestowers of benediction, I appeared in this same forum as Krishna to ask you to take from me the benediction you desired. You then expressed your desire to have a son exactly like me. Being husband and wife, but always sonless, you were attracted by sexual desires, for by the influence of Deva Maya, transcendental love, you wanted to have me as your son, as a devotion. Therefore, you never desire to be liberated from this material world. Devotees, they want service of Krishna, not liberation. Liberation for them is like a hell, because there is no service of Krishna. After you received that benediction and I disappeared, you engaged yourself in sex to have a son like me, and I fulfilled your desire. That was for the service of Krishna, not for selfish enjoyment. Since I found no one else as highly elevated as you in simplicity and other qualities of good character, I appeared in this world as Prishnigar, or one who is celebrated as having taken birth from Prishni. O supremely chaste mother, I, the same personality, have now appeared of you both as your son for the third time. Take my words as the truth. I have shown you this form of Vishnu just to remind you of my previous births. Otherwise, if I appeared like an ordinary human child, you would not believe that the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu had indeed appeared. Because they are in godly bhav, but Jashodananda, they never have such desires and such necessity that he has to show, no, I am Vishnu, I came, you desire it. Both of you, husband and wife, constantly think of me as your son, but always know that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is in Aishwarya Bhav. By thus thinking of me constantly with love and affection, you will achieve the highest perfection, returning home back to Godhead. Shukadev Gosami said, after thus instructing his father and mother, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna remained silent. In their presence, by his internal energy, he then transformed himself into a small human child. Thereafter, exactly when Vasudev, being inspired by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to take the newborn child from the delivery room, Yogamaya, the Lord's spiritual energy, took birth as the daughter of the wife of Maharaj Nanda, means Jashoda. By the influence of Yogamaya, all the doorkeepers fell fast asleep, their senses unable to work, and the other inhabitants of the house also fell deeply asleep. When the sun rises, the darkness automatically disappears. Similarly, when Vasudeva appeared, the closed doors, which were strongly pinned with iron and locked with iron chains, opened automatically. Since the clouds in the sky were mildly thundering and showering, Anantanag, an expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, followed Vasudeva, beginning from the door, with hoods expanded to protect Vasudeva and the transcendental child, that is in the form of snake, that is one form of Baladev. Servant Anantadev, in the form of he was protecting there. And everything opened automatically. Krishna is omnipotent and he's doing his pastimes. Because of constant rain sent by the demigod Indra, the river Jamuna was filled with deep water, foaming about with fiercely whirling waves. But as the great Indian Ocean had formerly given way to Lord Ramachandra by allowing him to construct a bridge, the river Jamuna gave way to Vasudev and allowed him to cross. When Vasudev reached the house of Nanda Maharaj, he saw that all the cowherd men were fast asleep. Thus he placed his own son on the bed of Jashoda, picked up her daughter, an expansion of Jogamaya, and then returned to his residence, the prison house of Kamsa. Vasudev placed the female child on the bed of Devaki, bound his legs with the iron shackles, and thus remained there as before. Exhausted by the labor of childbirth, Jashoda was overwhelmed with sleep and unable to understand what kind of child had been born to her. This is the end of this chapter. So here the Gosamis, they have explained, Sanatan, Jiva Gosami and all, on the order of Mahaprabhu, that Jashoda actually gave birth, and here it is the pastime of birth, not of appearance, like very wonderfully. No, like human-like birth. That is why Janma Lila, pastime of birth, not Avirbhav. Avirbhav, appearance, is in Mathura. But in Vrindavan it is Janma, birth. She actually gave birth to two children. One is this daughter, Jogamaya. Another is son of Nanda Maharaj Krishna, or son of Yashoda. Their son was born, Lila. But Yashoda was, due to tiredness, she could not understand this. Twins were there, one daughter, one that original Krishna. And when Vasudev brought Krishna from Mathura, that is Mathura Nath, or Vasudev Nandan Krishna, Vasudev Krishna, that is in Aishwarya. When he put him there, actually that Vasudev Krishna entered into Nandanandan Krishna, and he took the Jogamaya for further Lila, that Kamsa, you know that Lila is going further. So this is the Gosamis, they have explained that in Mathura there is appearance, here there is birth, and Nandanandan Krishna or Yashodanandan Krishna is actually the son of Nanda Jashoda. And then when Akrur had to bring Krishna, that time this Nandanandan Krishna did not go to Mathura. It was shown in Jamuna when he took bath that Krishna is going there. Mathuranath and then Dwarkadish. Nandanandan Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. Sometimes he remains in hiding, but he never leaves Vrindavan. So these are more deep realizations given by Gosamis. So today, Shri Krishna's appearance day, I am bowing down to his nectarian, fearless lotus feet and praying for forgiveness for all offenses I did, and to kindly bestow the service of his lotus feet and also the lotus feet of his personal associates, their devotees. And one of such devotees we will hear tomorrow. He appeared on tomorrow's day. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, that we will hear about his glories tomorrow, and also about how Nanda Maharaj was very happy after long years. He was not very young, he was already old, Nanda Maharaj, but now he got a son, and he was very happy, and he made a charity and feast and everything. So we also have to make following in his footsteps, that Nandotsav tomorrow celebrate Krishna's appearance or birth, and we'll observe that and hear that tomorrow.